So then, today, a brand new trailer has dropped for Warzone Season 1 as part of Black Ops Cold War, and it's packed full of information and news about what we can expect from the first content update for Warzone from Cold War. And let me tell you right now, it is absolutely insane. We're going to be covering everything you need to know in this video about what's happening to Warzone, as well as what content is coming to Warzone from Cold War, and what content you can expect throughout the season as well. So drop this video a like right now to let me know you're excited for Season 1, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well if you aren't already, so you're set up and ready to go for those Warzone loadout videos from me as soon as the update goes live. I'll be covering as many of the new weapons as I can over the next few weeks, and we're so close to 650,000 subscribers right now. It'd be awesome if you could help us reach that goal. Okay then, first of all, let's just say that this update for Warzone and Black Ops Cold War is one of the biggest that I've ever seen for a live service game. The amount of content that Treyarch and the teams supporting Warzone have managed to pack into this is kind of off the charts. But we've got to start with the new Warzone map. It's called Rebirth Island, now confirmed as a second map coming to Warzone. Some of you might recognize this as a map that Treyarch used before in their own Battle Royale attempt called Blackout from the Black Ops 4 days, and it's coming to Warzone as a second map that will be live alongside the original, Verdansk. Now, according to a blog post released alongside the trailer, Rebirth Island is an illicit Soviet base raided and shut down by the CIA in 1968, and during that, operator Russell Adler caught and forcibly interrogated the base commander, the new operator called Stitch. The facility was rebuilt and recommissioned by Stitch in 1984 with one purpose: the creation and testing of the deadly Nova 6 gas. That's the gas in a game of Warzone. Part prison, part chemical bioweapons manufacturing and testing facility, the entire island has dozens of locations to explore, including laboratories, barracks, decontamination areas, and a hilltop prison block where unspeakable acts have been perpetrated. Expect intense, close-quarter action with a similar playstyle to Warzone's mini BR mode as Rebirth Island comes to Warzone. Planned playlists include trios and quads with a lower player count than in Verdansk, amping up the action and intensity. So just like Warzone when it was linked to Modern Warfare, Rebirth Island is taking on the story of Black Ops Cold War and having a narrative built into it, and this is the first installment in the heightening tensions between the CIA operative Adler and base commander Stitch. However, the original Warzone map, as I've already said, Verdansk, that is staying live in Warzone at the same time as this new one, Rebirth Island. With Rebirth Island being much smaller and Treyarch confirming a lower player count already, it seems Verdansk is just going to continue to offer the larger scale Battle Royale experience, and maybe that map will get some updates in the future. And then Rebirth Island will be the smaller, more fast-paced and chaotic experience, which I guess is a pretty nice balance to have. Of course, we haven't played the new map yet, and the trailer didn't really show off too much gameplay of Rebirth Island, so we'll have to reserve our judgment until the update goes live. Next, we need to talk about the new Gulag experiences within Warzone. With the move away from Modern Warfare and towards Black Ops Cold War, we're getting 2 new Gulag maps to fight in when you're killed off for the first time in a Battle Royale match. One of them is linked to the original map, Verdansk, and the other one is linked to Rebirth Island. The one linked to Verdansk is brand new, and it's themed around Black Ops Cold War. It replaces the showers with a replica of Nuketown. There's still the familiar spectator gallery up above where you can spray paint enemy players whilst you're waiting and you can throw rocks down into the fights below, but the layout of the room is even more scaled down than the multiplayer version of Nuketown. Both of the home interiors and the back gardens of each house, they've been barricaded off. So that 1v1 fight is just focused in the middle of the map, so you're going to have to dart and weave around the parked bus and the truck. Whoever wins, as always, gets respawned onto the Verdansk map. There is an overtime flag, as there has been previously, so if no one is brave enough to push, you can go and capture the flag and maybe win the Gulag that way. I'm looking forward to trying this one out, and to me, changing the Gulag on the Verdansk map over to a Black Ops themed one That says that Treyarch and Raven, they've got plans for the main Verdansk map as well, so perhaps in the future, we'll see some map changes over on Verdansk, and we might get some Black Ops map locations added. I don't think that's unreasonable to assume. And then the second Gulag experience is linked to Rebirth Island. This is an underground interrogation facility where inmates of the prison block were experimented on as part of a plot to turn the tide of the Cold War. The 1v1 fight, it starts players on either side of the arena, with the outer corridor that flanks the internal room. You're sort of standing in that as you start. You can use these outer lanes with longer lines of sight to try and flank an enemy, or you can cut inside the main room. But when you do that, each of the two entrances to that room, they have metal detectors on them. So that means if you go through, they set off an alarm that's going to alert the enemy to your position. This sounds a bit more interesting than the Nuketown Gulag, if I'm honest, and I could see plenty of people baiting that alarm to get an enemy to reveal themselves. So that's the new Gulag experience, so how about a brand new vehicle for Warzone? This one does have me a little bit more apprehensive, but Treyarch has confirmed that a brand new player-controllable attack helicopter is coming to Warzone on both the Verdansk and Rebirth Island maps. Now, according to the blog post, this attack heli is built very similarly to the current heli in Warzone, but mounted on both sides of the heli are belt-fed miniguns, and these can be controlled by your fellow squad members. You're going to be raining down hell from the sky above. The minigun ammo is separate to any ammo that you hold, so don't worry about depleting anything, but I imagine with these two roaring miniguns on either side of the heli, they're going to make you quite a big target on the map. And certainly, you're going to be making quite a lot of noise. And if it's true what Treyarch says, that this new heli is similar to the current one, I imagine a good beaming from a team on the ground with their primary weapons will be enough to still make the pilot veer off course and maybe go and take cover. But perhaps RPGs will become even more prevalent than they already are. But we'll have to wait and see what kind of influence this has on matches. I'm a bit concerned about having some roving minigun attack chopper going around Verdansk, especially if there's only like one spawn for it. That could be a little bit overpowered. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see. Then, of course, we do have new weapons coming to Warzone. Over 30 weapons from Black Ops Cold War will come to Warzone on the day of the new season launch. And it's very likely that I think they'll end up as ground loot weapons for mainly this season, so that people can start leveling them up and unlocking attachments. But of course, if you've already ranked them up and you've already got all the attachments because you've been playing Cold War, you can then build them into your loadouts and you can start using Cold War weapons in Warzone. All of them have been remodeled from Black Ops Cold War over to the Warzone engine, and this little screenshot here shows you what you can expect that kind of gunsmith experience to look like. It looks very, very similar to what we've got in Modern Warfare, but obviously the attachment names are the ones from Black Ops Cold War. They've not been changed over to anything like the Modern Warfare stuff. But then, alongside all of those weapons from Black Ops Cold War, we do have two brand new weapons being added to the game on day one as well, the Groza AR and the MAC-10 SMG. And those will be part of the free tiers in the Battle Pass that you can work through, and you can unlock even more stuff as well. And then later on in Season 1, there will be another weapon drop for the Street Sweeper shotgun, a fully automatic shotgun with a large drum mag attached. I'm looking at the Jak-12 and just wondering, is this version 2 of that weapon? Unified progression is another thing to mention with the launch of Season 1. The progression in Warzone, Modern Warfare, and Black Ops Cold War will be combined together, so no matter where you play, it's always going to be progressing your character, you're going to be unlocking new gear and reaching prestige levels. From the moment the update goes live, playing in any of the 3 games counts towards player and Battle Pass progression, so that means you can play Modern Warfare multiplayer and you'll work towards the Battle Pass, but all of the rewards from the Battle Pass will only work in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. It just means that you can still play Modern Warfare if that's what you prefer, and get all the gear that you want for Warzone by playing Modern Warfare. Pretty good way of doing it. But it also means that you can play Warzone and rank up the Battle Pass, or play Black Ops Cold War and rank up the Battle Pass. It all works together. Doesn't matter where you play, you're always going to be progressing it. And then 2 smaller things to finish up. A new Warzone game mode, and then Mastercraft weapon blueprints. The new game mode is called Resurgence, and it works a little bit like Stimulus or Buyback, and I'm sure you've played those already, but it's with a twist. It's a mode only for Rebirth Island, but if you're killed off by an enemy team, you enter a rebirth countdown state, spectating your other teammates waiting for a chance to come back in. There's no Gulag in this mode, there's only respawns, but if you're the one killing enemy players, if you're still alive on the map and you kill an enemy player, after you get that kill, you'll gain a moment of extreme clarity, says the blog post, and the locations of all remaining enemies on that team will be briefly revealed, so you can go and finish them off. Basically, if you kill somebody, you get some kind of UAV blip that will reveal enemy positions, so I'm interested to give that a go. And then finally, Mastercrafts. These are new ultra-tier weapon blueprints coming to Warzone and Cold War. They build on the legendary blueprint, meaning they have 5 attachments as part of their design, but they just go above and beyond when it comes to the cosmetics. Sounds like a great way for me to spend even more money on Warzone. So that's everything coming to Warzone as part of Cold War Season 1. That's a lot of content for us to play with, and it's only a few days away. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, then you know where the dislike button is. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.